channel.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Final Whistle.
Yup.
Yes, we have talked about the effect of the Super Eagles not qualifying for the 2020 World Cup, of which AY said, God forbid in his words. I remember vividly that what he said. And now, over the two fixtures against Rwanda and Zimbabwe, we are here to talk about the lessons learned from these two matches. Remember that these two matches are the first official matches under our new coach, Eric Chelle. So quickly, we are here to share ideas and to counter ideas of what I learned, because you gave anything what I see, you gave anything what AY see, and you gave anything what Ugo Chuku see. AY, quickly, I will start from you. What lesson do you feel that we learned that we can actually correct from in the next column?
I think the first thing is to revamp that defensive partnership. Okay. You know, I said it.
I can't agree less.
I said it before even the Zimbabwe match. I haven't watched the Rwanda match. That I really don't trust Kevin Bassey, of which I didn't even know that it was Ekong.
That was slack.
And you needed to see Kevin Bassey yesterday when he played against
Zimbabwe.
You needed to see the error he committed against
3-0 against Palace.
So I think if he's not Kevin, if he's not Ekong today, it might be Kevin Bassey
tomorrow.
So I think Chelle has to sit himself down and then look at the way to revamp that defensive partnership. Like I said, because there are some partnership that you have to. Bonucci, Cellini.
Not be one. And they didn't play for just 2-3 years.
You get now. So we have seen those defensive partnership. How it works out. So one person has to cover for one person.
And then when you leaks.
Yeah, exactly. So I think he has to sit down. It might even not be any of these two. That's why this revamping defensive line would lead me to the other point that I'm going to talk about is cancelling anything core. I think he has to make a boosted. He should put all of them on the same pedestal. There's nothing core about anybody at this point in time again. If you are calling yourself your core, you cannot give us the core points that we need when it matters.
That's some lyrical word there, man.
This is NYC core.
I think that's the truth.
Yes.
You can't just be calling you because you are Wilfred Didi. You can't be calling because you are Alex Iwobi. You can't be calling you because you are you understand, because of your name. You have to be giving us reasons why
they call you
by proving it whenever you get called. So the idea of all this the call, you should try out new names. We saw Igor Ogbu, the last call up, we didn't get it to time. We saw Jordan, we saw Papa Daniel, we saw a lot of them. So these friendlies that we are looking forward to is one that he should try to make sure that he tries those boys out and gets. I think I even noticed that something about coaches, when they give some players their debut, those players eventually put so much trust in the coach, and then there's a trust that
you want to repay that trust.
You understand. So when you have your own goalkeeper, forget about Stanley Wabali, you have your own defensive partnership that you know, that you trust, and they can trust in you too. They will give you results. So forget about the fact that these people have been in the team for a while, and then set up your own team. That is what I feel like you should do going to this friendly. It might be hard, but I think this is the best way to deal with all of these things.
Thank you very much, AY.
Hi.
All to you.
This guy has finished the whole thing. But again, I think there's another sector that needs to be talked about, because a lot of us feel like we shouldn't be lacking in that sector, which is the attacking sector. We saw what happened in the two legs. Yes, we won 2-0 against Rwanda. We drew to Zimbabwe. But bro, there is need.
Where did the goals come from?
There is need. It feels like no Osimhen, no party. That is what the Super Eagles feels like. We saw that in the last qualifiers before this one.
Yes, the AFCONs.
The AFCON qualifiers, you saw it play out. We saw it even in the AFCON tournament itself.
It was the one winning penalties and everything.
So it seems like if there is no victor, there is no party. The whole Super Eagles is on shoulder of one small boy. One killer.
Ameli. Well, I understand what you guys are saying.
So generally, what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is we have to be more clinical in front of goal. If you call yourself a forward, please, for God's sake, do what a forward should do. Convert as a forward should convert.
Create chances.
Create chances as a forward should create. I'm talking about Wilfred Ndidi. I'm talking about Alex Iwobi at this point in time. I'm talking about finish. What is this? What is this? How can we have 10 shots on target, 10 shots, and we score one goal? Is that not concerning? 10. Meanwhile, our opponents had 2 and they scored 1 goal. So what is the conversion rate? What's our conversion rate? We played against Rwanda. We won 2-0. If if it's not the brilliance of Osimhen, back home,
I like your code.
The truth is, I think it will. Gochuku has said it all, though. I think it now brings me to one of the lessons too. He should try to not play players out of position.
No, there's need for that one, sir.
Things though, that's why we see those look conversion. What I would like, okay, for example, look at Adema Lukman now. Gradually, is slowly looking. Adema Lukman is slowly looking like Alex Iwobi.
Yes.
Gradually, he's slowly looking like Alex Iwobi. That you look at
club side, he performs well. This country,
yes, because of the position in the two matches that you watched, you didn't see the Ademola Lookman that we see because of he was played out of position. The same thing with all other players too. So I think he should look for a way to integrate the right players into the right position.
Yeah.
You understand? I know you want to play a system. You have always talked about intensity, and they're talking about intensity. I feel like a Wilfred did alone in that midfield
is too small.
It is because Wilfred. I really like him. Yeah, I really like him, but the legs
are gone.
And you want to play. You said you are talking about intensity and possessing
with only one midfielder.
So I think he should not isolate Wilfred, because I looked at how he set up the last time, and Wilfred was isolated. So you had a Papadane, you had other Rafael Oyedikas.
Paired him with lazy people.
At least you would have probably brought in any of them and then sacrificed any of those ones. In you understand, any of Alex Wobi or any of them, and then put in a good person that can actually add to the intensity of the game. So I think going forward, you should not isolate Wilfred Ndidi, and then don't play players out of position. Let them play their familiar positions, so that we can get to see the best of them, and then we can actually criticize them when they're not playing it.
I think that solves everything, because we've talked about, for example, a player like Iwobi, over 70 caps.
Yeah.
Till today, we still talk about where is his best position.
So, over 70 caps in Super Eagles.
Over 70 caps.
We have still not figured out his best position.
Imagine. Is it when he retires?
And then don't forget that has always been my question for Chris Santos Uche about figuring out your position. You play as a striker in your team. You want to go and play as a we have enough of players that we are still trying to figure out their best position. So I think you should try to get their position well, then play them at their natural position.
So that once you fuck up
and actually sort of criticize your...
Insult is the word. I'll not criticize you at that point in time again.
Thank you, guys. I actually jotted a few of mine, and which I'm looking at. You talk about our defense, which I say our defensive core is weak. Like we talk about, we are normally used to this 5 at the back. So I feel that is why we can see Ekonga and Kevin Bassett lapses showing. Then I talk about our one-way directional attack, or which Ogochukwu buttress. Now we rely on goals from Victor Osimhen's exceptional performances. And there's another one on my list here. We don't have a world-class goalkeeper. Do you see the news that Chipas United are open to selling Nwabali at the end of the season?
I saw it now.
Exactly. If we are our number one goalkeeper for a football nation like Nigeria with over 200 million people is a keeper from South Africa, not just the South African league. It shows that we don't have a goalkeeper.
I thought you guys were one of the front runners.
No, I changed my mind. So that's by the way. Then the last one here.
I feel like he can do better actually.
Forget Wabali, he can never do better.
No.
There's an age you will reach. Now marginal utility. You economics.
No.
Yeah. Average utility, everything. Marginal. Once you reach that top button, it comes down. There's nothing you can do. So Wabali is laughing. That's why. Then we need to stop recycling players.
You got 2 seasons tires against Zimbabwe. One entered, the other one is Zipo. So the only thing you know how to do is waste time.
I beg, Wambali. Then we need to stop recycling players, like Ewa said. We need to try out new players. I felt that Chelle, you have the right machinery on the bench. You made the call up. Fantastic call up. Mustafa was there to change the game for you. We have Aribo there if you want to become more defensive.
Yeah.
You want more legs both on and off. You have them. You have the machinery to change the game. For some reason, you were too trusting.
Yeah.
Fuck up small. That's why they were. And finally, we need to back Chelle. I'm telling you the fact.
He needs our support.
He needs our support, because I won't lie to you, from the training ground, I saw something that it's been long. I saw something.
Yes, and I said
that that's a coach for you. That's a coach for you. When say you will see small difference. So
to do some laps,
he needs our backing. And I feel that yes, he learned some lessons. Like I see, some players actually let him down. The likes of Chukwueze, they let him down. But Simon let him down. The rest.
That's why I thought about the call. There's nothing cool about them again.
He listened and he will do something. Did we also notice that this Chelle, now the first time we see NFF and NSC get little interference. Now,
in terms of
the list.
Okay, yeah.
The list was subject to him. Then Shell called those players. I won't lie to you. You understand? Then talking about media, where you ban media from entering the place.
Yeah, we'll give him kudos.
So there were many calls that you make. We will not say yes. NSC, NFF.
They gave him free hand.
They gave him free hand to an extent. So that free hand made the external like this. I don't want to see it like this. So I think that is the lessons I feel in my own books that Shell can look to correct going to subsequent call-up. Yes, because like I said, 4 matches, 12 points is possible. Then let them leave South Africa for we, the affairs and the pastors. We'll do something about them. We'll kabash on their sake.
South Africa cannot be much of a threat. I swear to God. No wait now. We saw them at the last AFCON now.
I didn't know a threat.
It's just the problem is
penalty shootout.
No be win. We no be win.
Okay, so that's how we start about form.
This time around, there will not be penalty shootout. Whether a draw is
good for them.
A draw is good for them. And
that draw.
We are tilting towards the same thing. It's just that our players are not serious now. Head to head.
The other players are getting serious. We are all players not getting serious. South Africa are getting serious.
I don't want to hinge on starting and being a very, very good team.
Yes, I agree with you. But have you observed
player for player?
Well, have you observed that we've talked about names not playing football again?
Yes.
Look at seriousness.
Look at
that don't play. That's the problem.
You saw teams that were not. They were showing themselves now. Cape Verde, all of them were showing themselves. So it tells you that it's even better going to a match as an underdog. As an underdog, it's even better.
Still buttressing my point. So, and as on seriousness they do us.
Thank you very much, guys. Yes, these are the few lessons.
You will be serious. This thing will happen. Or if
these are the few lessons.
If Wilfred is serious, you know, score that goal.
These are the few lessons we feel that Shell should take correction of going into the next call of. Be bold enough. Use your tactics that you are known for, and you don't have a World Cup class goalkeeper. In my own books, I mentioned recycling of players. You mention one-way directional attack. We need goals from all sectors, not just Osimhen. Lukman should come to the party. Playing players off position. Please learn from this. We don't want adjustments. We know they have the same hairstyle and everything, but we don't want another. It will be in our hands. Believe me, he's an African world best, and we don't just want one for him. We want him to. You understand what I'm saying?
Triple it or something.
Feel free to go and share your own lesson. What if you say in the two-legged FIFA. World Cup qualifiers we have that if you say Shell should take into account going into the next one. That's our time. We see you guys.